9:32, here we go. No pressure.
No pressure. Right, we're going to start in child's pose. You can take the knees wide or you can take them together. Try each one and see which one feels good for you. Or you can sit and moan like this one. We're going to just, before we come into child's pose, take your hands out in front, press the palms down into the mat, heels of the hand, just gently push back on them and see if you can get your bottoms close to your heels as possible. And then once you've done that, take an inhale. As you breathe out, drop down, forehead down. If the forehead doesn't go all the way down, take a block in front of you or a cushion or a pillow or something. And then take a breath in. As you breathe out, take the arms back alongside the body with the palms facing up. And relax. We're going to start in a relaxing pose. Just a few moments, just allow, if you've been up a little while like we have, it can just be nice just to take a breather at the beginning of a practice to reset, bring your body, your mind into the practice, tune into your breath and tune into your body, see how your body feels this morning. Maybe you had a busy week, you know, maybe it's been a bit stressful, or maybe you've had a really good week. Let's just taken a few moments just to see where you are at this moment in time. And start breathing nice and deep into your belly. Breathing out. And then on the next inhale, we're going to take the arms, so you're going to lift your gaze and take the arms out in front, stretch into your fingertips, breathe out, exhale all the way back down again. Hold it there. If it feels nicer a particular way, the arms back or out in front, leave them there. Take them back if that feels more comfy, or if it feels nice, stretched out in front, stay there. Aiming for about five slow, luxurious breaths. Nice and deep breath in. And then a nice full breath out. If the arms are back now, do take them out in front. Inhale, lift your gaze. Take both hands over to the left, place the hand on top of right on top of left, breathe out, drop back down, forehead down towards the mat. Feeling that stretch through your right side. As you breathe out, think about dropping that right bottom down towards your right heel and keep extending into your right fingertips. Big breath in. That's it, long breath out. Inhale, lift your gaze, walk both hands over to the right, place your left hand on top of the right hand, exhale, drop it down towards the ground. Breathing through your left side, left rib cage. Keep reaching your bottom down back towards the heel. Don't let it come up if you can. Reaching into your left fingertips. So hopefully feeling that as you're breathing in, that breathing in is doing that stretching for you, is expanding through that left side. Inhale, lift your gaze, walk the hands back to centre, sit back onto your heels. We're not going to stay here for too long. If it feels really uncomfortable, take cross-leg position or sit on a pillow. Sitting up nice and tall, extend the spine, drop the hands just onto your thighs, chin parallel to the floor and close your eyes. We're just going to spend a moment setting our intention for the class. So this week I've been working with the intention of focusing on my breath. Just taking pause throughout the practice, noticing how that breath is, how does it feel? Does it feel like it's shallow, or do you feel like you're getting a really nice rhythm in your breath? Or do you feel a little slightly out of breath in certain positions? Just notice. Just notice the breath, don't judge it, just see how it feels. And then let that intention go. Focusing back in on that breath now. Big breath, deep breath into your belly, into your rib cage, into your collarbones, and then a full breath out as you draw that breath up and out through the nose. If you've got Ujjayi breath in your practice, please feel free to engage that. On the next inhale, open the eyes, and then coming forward onto all fours, coming into our cat and cow. Hands are underneath your shoulders, press the palms down into the mat. Knees are hip width apart and the toes are lengthening to the back of the mat. As you inhale, lift your tailbone, drop the belly down, lift your gaze. Breathing out, drop the tailbone down, so you're tilting the hips, lift the belly up, drop the head down, take the gaze through to your feet. Inhale, come forward, so the belly drops down, tailbone comes up. Exhale, round to the spine, tailbone drops down, lift the belly button up as high as you can. Inhale, belly drops down, lift your gaze, so you're looking forward. Exhale, as you round to the back, the head drops down, nice and heavy all the way, you let go for a moment. Inhale, lift the gaze all the way back up, look forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round to the spine. So do that another 2 or 3 times with your own breath. So you might be a little bit longer in the breath. You might be a little bit slower. Go at your own speed, moving that spine with your breath. We're going to come forward one more time. Inhale, lift. And then exhale to a neutral spine. Tuck the toes under, take the seat up and back into downward dog. I'm just going to stretch out through our spine. Keep pushing the hands down into the ground. Lift the hips up nice and high. Have a bend in the knees if that feels better for you. Think about length through your back rather than length through the legs. If you need to bend the knees, do so. Maybe walk the dog from one side to the other, so you bend one knee as you extend the opposite leg and then switch it around. Nice and easy, slowly. Again, make it match with your breath. Maybe as you inhale, you drop the right heel down, and then as you exhale, left heel goes down. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. And then come back to neutral. Take an inhale, step forward with your right foot. Exhale, lower the left knee, lengthen the left toes, coming into a low lunge. Inhale, low lunge, lift up to the sky. Exhale, hands back down to the mat. Inhale, right fingertips reach up, long stretch. Exhale, back down to the mat. Inhale, runner's lunge, you're lengthening through that right leg. Stretch it all the way back. Exhale, come forward to the front. Inhale, low lunge, lift. Exhale, back down. Inhale, right fingertips reach up. Exhale, back to the floor. Inhale, lengthen to that right leg. Take the seat as far back as you can. Exhale, forward. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, right fingertips reach up. Exhale, down to the mat. Inhale, lengthen through that right leg. Exhale, come forward, hold it there. Inhale, draw that right knee back underneath you.
Oh dear.
Take a breather here. Take an inhale, tuck the toes under, lift the hips back and up, downward dog. Hold it there. So make movements if you want to. You can move your hips around a little bit. Just from left to right, right to left. That can be quite nice, or you can stay just as you are. Keep taking the hips back. On the next inhale, step forward with the left foot. Exhale, right knee, lengthen right toes. Low lunge. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower to the floor. Inhale, left fingertips reach up. Reach into the fingertips. Exhale, down to the mat. Inhale, lengthen through that left leg. Take the seat back as far as you can. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Nice and slow with the breath. Inhale, left fingertips reach up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lengthen through that left side. Exhale, forward. One more round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Nice and deliberate movements. Inhale, lift up, left side. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen through that left leg. Exhale, come forward. Placing hands either side of that front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the knees, step it to the front of the mat. Take the feet hip width apart, allow the upper body to drop down, spine long, head heavy. And we're going to move between this forward fold into half forward fold. Full forward fold. If you need to bend the knees, please do. Keep your chest connected to your thighs. And then you straighten out the legs. So if your chest comes away, stay bent in the knees. Inhale, you're going to lengthen through the legs, hands to shin, lift the tailbone up and lift your gaze. I want you to feel the stretch through the back of the hamstring. Exhale, fold forward, bend back into the knees, drop the head down. Inhale, halfway up. Lengthen, look up, tailbone up, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway, take the tailbone up. If you can't feel that stretch, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, lift the tailbone, lift your heart up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, hold it there. Just a moment, staying there, a couple of breaths. Engage your core, inhale, coming all the way up to standing. Lovely. Towards the front of the mat, bring the feet together, come to Tadasana. So I'm getting a little bit warmer, I'm going to take my top off. We're going to go through 3 sun salute A's and then we'll do a couple of sun salute B's. Okay, bringing the feet together, standing nice and tall, fingertips drop down towards the earth, shoulders relaxed, chin parallel to the floor. Inhale, lift your hands up. Exhale, fold forward, just like you did a moment ago. Drop the head all the way down, bend in the knees if you need. Inhale, halfway up, hands to shins, look up. Exhale, step it back to plank, right foot, left foot. You can lower knees, hips and chest or lower in plank, elbows back. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and up, lift into cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, seat up and back, downward dog. Hold it there. Couple of breaths. Next inhale, soften the knees, lift the gaze, step it forward, right foot, left foot to the front of the mat. Come up halfway, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, use your core to lift you up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, look up, lift your tailbone. Exhale, step back plank, left foot, right foot. Lower knees, hips and chest or plank position, nice and steady all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Hold it there. And Amber likes the downward dogs, gives her a bit of a playground. Hold it there. Next inhale, soften the knees, lift the gaze, step it forward. Left foot, right foot, come up halfway. Look up. Exhale, forward fold, all the way down. Inhale, lift it up to the sky. Lift your gaze. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, step back, right foot, left foot, plank. Nice and slowly as you lower down.
Like a cat.
Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Hold it there. Come back to your breath. Notice that breath. Is it flowing freely? Is it a steady breath? Is it a hurried breath? Next, inhale, soften the knees, lift the gaze, step it forward, right foot, left foot, come up halfway, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift it up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to do a sun salute B, adjusted version. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step back, left foot, right foot, plank. Lowering down slow. If you're plank positioning, touch down on the same. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right toe sweep up behind. Exhale, big step forward. Make sure the foot comes to the front of the mat. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, bend into that front knee, soften the back heel down. Inhale, fingertips reach up. Exhale, step it back to plank. Lowering all the way down, that's one breath out. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left toes up. Exhale, big step forward. Inhale, lift up, high lunge. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, fingertips reach up. Exhale, step it back to plank. Nice and steady as you drop down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Hold it there. Come back to your breath. So maybe you notice your breath now being a little bit shorter. Just allow that breath to settle down. If you need to drop to your knees or come into child's pose, make sure you do that. On the next inhale, soften the knees, lift the gaze, step it forward, left foot, right foot, come up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift it up to the sky. Exhale, we're going to come to Tadasana. We're going to inhale, chair, bend into the knees, lift the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, step it back, right foot, left foot, plank. Steady as you lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right toes up. Exhale, big step forward. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, bend into that front knee, soften the back heel down. Inhale, fingertips reach up. Exhale, step it back to plank. One breath out all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left toes up. Exhale, big step forward. Inhale, lift. Nice and steady. Get your balance. Exhale, lower. Inhale, fingertips reach up. Exhale, step it back to plank. Nice and steady. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Hold it there. Come back to your breath. Just take a moment. If you need to, take a big breath into your belly and then a big breath out through the mouth. Do that. It can feel quite nice. Next, inhale, soften the knees, lift the gaze, step it forward, right foot, left foot, come up halfway, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Going to inhale into chair, bend into the knees, lift the hands, lift your gaze. Exhale, Tadasana. One more round. Inhale, chair, bend into the knees, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward, long spine, drop the head down. Inhale, look up, halfway. Exhale, step it back, left foot, right foot. Lowering through plank. Nice and strong in the core. Inhale, lift into cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right toes up. Exhale, big step forward. Inhale, lift up, high lunge. Exhale, lower, and then hold it there. Inhale, just reach the arms up. Interlace fingers, first finger draws up. Stay in that high lunge. So if you're a bit wobbly here, make your base a little bit wider by moving that right foot over to the right, so a little bit broader across. If you wobble because you take your gaze up, just keep looking forward. Drop the shoulders down and make sure the back leg is lifted through that back knee. You're not sagging through that back leg. You lift and then you drop that heel down towards the ground. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, drop the hands to the waist. Inhale, lift the hands back up, and then exhale, step it back to plank. Nice and controlled. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left toes up. Exhale, big step forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So just find your balance first before you do anything else. If you're a little bit wobbly, this time move the left foot out to the left. Lift that back knee up and then soften that heel down. So you're getting a nice stretch through that right side. Then inhale, lift the arms, interlace fingers, first finger draws up, lift your gaze. Come back to your breath. Big breath in, long breath out. Each time you breathe out, see if you can sink a little bit further into that lunge. Take an inhale, exhale, hands to the waist. Oops, I'm wobbling. Inhale, lift the hands. Exhale, step it back to plank. Lower down. Steady. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Hold it there. Come back to your breath. Inhale, soften the knees, look up, step forward, left foot, right foot, come up halfway, lift your gaze, exhale, fold forward, inhale, lift into chair, bend the knees, lift the arms, exhale, Tadasana. Well done. Take the feet hip width apart. You can keep them together if you want to, sometimes a little bit more tricky. I'm going to come into a high chair. Inhale, bend into the knees, lift the arms up, lift your gaze. Hold it there. So if you can't see your toes, you need to shift your bottom back a little bit. Make sure that you drop the tailbone down. I don't want to say tuck under, but drop it down. So draw your belly button back to your spine to support your lower back. Hold it there. A breath in. As you breathe out, bend further into the knees, come all the way down, drop the arms in front of you, hold it there. So thighs almost parallel to the floor. Come back to your breath, notice how that feels. Big breath in. As you breathe out, fold forward so you lengthen through the legs. Drop the hands down for a moment. Take the big toes, first two fingers to the inside, thumb to the outside, elbows out to the side. Inhale, look up. And then as you exhale, fold forward. Spine drops down, head is nice and heavy, shoulders relax down. And then if you want to slowly start straightening through the back of the legs, you can, without losing that connection, without losing the connection between your thigh and your chest. That's what you're aiming for. Hold it there. So it's about lengthening the spine, so we're not stretching through the back of the legs. Inhale onto your fingertips. Exhale, hands to the waist. Use your core. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, back to Tadasana, well done. Inhale, step it out with your right foot. Quite a nice wide distance. I'm not good with measurements. I'm going to come into Trikonasana. Inhale, both arms up, palms down. Take an exhale. Inhale, reach forward, hips go back. And then exhale, hands to that front shin, lifting the right fingertips up, coming into Trikonasana triangle. Lift and rotate the rib cage up towards the ceiling. Take the gaze up to the palm of your top hand. If you want to, you can drop that top arm back, as Andy's doing because he's got problems with his shoulder. If it hurts, you know, if it's a challenging hurt, that doesn't sound right. If it's more of a stretch and you feel you're working fine, but if it hurts, then please adjust accordingly. Drop the arm back. Take an inhale. As you exhale, take the gaze down. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, bend into that front knee. So you might need to widen the feet a little bit. Just move them a little bit further apart. Take the arm to the thigh, and then the right arm sweeps up and over. Fingertips reach to the front. Lift and rotate the heart up towards the ceiling. Take your gaze up underneath your arm. Make sure...
I'm not leaning on that arm, am I?
No, so make sure that you are not collapsing. So the hand is the bottom arm isn't used as a support. It's just for balance. Use your core. Inhale, and then as you exhale, look down. Inhale, come all the way up. You're going to leave the legs exactly as they are, coming up into Warrior Two. So only the arms come up, shoulder height, palms down. Gaze over the middle finger of your front hand. Hold it there. Breathe in. As you breathe out, drop the hands to the waist. Inhale, step it in a little bit with the back foot. Come onto the ball of the back foot so you're back in a high lunge. Take an inhale. As you exhale, drop that right knee down to the floor. Take the hands together. So I like to interlace my hands and then taking the elbows to the outside of that front knee. Palms together. So extend the fingers. Press that top arm down to the bottom palm. And then use that as a rotation to look left. If you want to, you can tuck the back toes under and lift that back knee off the floor.
I don't want to do that.
No, you don't have to. Take an inhale. As you exhale, come back forward, hands either side of that front foot. If your knee is down, now do tuck the toes, lift the knee, step it forward to the front. Coming up halfway, look up, little stretch to the back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift it up to the sky. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, step it back with the left foot. Trikonasana, other side. Both arms up, shoulder height, palms down. Take a breath out. Next breath in, reach forward. Hips back. Exhale, hands to front shin. Left fingertips reach up. Lift and rotate, rib cage up. If you need to, drop that top arm behind you. You want to drop it behind so then the shoulder can keep opening and coming back. You can lift, you can rotate the rib cage up. Breath in, breathe out, look down, inhale, coming all the way up, exhale, bend into that front knee, forearm to the thigh, sweep the upper arm up and over, reach the fingertips forward. If you need to drop the arm behind, do. Hold it there. Lift and rotate up, same as you did in Trikonasana. Parsvakonasana. Make sure right arm isn't used to lean. Make sure you use your core to keep lifted. Take an inhale. As you exhale, look down. Inhale, not moving the legs, just upper body comes up into warrior two. Stretching through to both fingertips, back and front, palms down. Gaze over the middle finger of your front hand. So make sure you came up to centre. You're nice and tall in the spine, chin parallel to the floor, crown reaches up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale. As you exhale, hands to the waist, step it in on the back foot. Ooh, a little bit of a wobble. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, drop that left knee down. Interlace hands, take both elbows to the outside of the front right knee, then extend the fingers, press the top hand down to the bottom hand, use that to twist. Look into the right. And you can either stay here if you want to tuck the toes under, lift that knee up, and then reach that heel back. So try not to sag here through that left leg. If you do have it lifted, make sure it's lifted and it's strong. Take an inhale. As you exhale, drop the hands either side of that front foot. If your knee is on the floor, now tuck the toes, lift the knee. Inhale, step forward, come up halfway, look up. Exhale, long breath out as you drop forward, hold it there for a moment. Come back to your breath. One more breath in. And a breath out. Use your core. On the next inhale, lift it up. And exhale back to Tadasana. Wonderful, well done. Little vinyasa down to seated. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, fold forward, long spine. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step it back to plank, right foot, left foot. Lower slowly down to the floor. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift into cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, you're going to bring one shin forward, drop it to the floor, other shin behind, and then take your seat through and come to seated. Or make your way down to the floor in any way that feels okay for you.
That's better.
So sometimes we need a little bit of practice of that. Stretch both legs out in front. Sit up nice and tall, shoulders come back, hands either side of your hips. You're lifting, use your core to lift. So you're not collapsing and rounding and just, you're not hanging out. Lift, hands either side of the hips. Both legs are working, switch on the muscles above your knee, flex both feet, toes, spread them out if you can. Draw the toes towards you.
What am I doing wrong? I thought I was alright.
So you really need to switch your core. It shouldn't be easy to stay here.
It's not.
You keep lifting through the shoulders and lengthening through that spine. If you need to support with your hands, do, but if you can do it without, that would be great.
I've just been told, haven't I?
Yeah?
Good.
Inhale, hands reach up. Exhale, fold forward. So either reach for the toes or the shin, doesn't matter, or the knees. Drop the heart down towards your thighs. Take the gaze to your big toes.
Legs still switched on, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend the knees. We're going to come into boat. So find your sitting bones underneath you on the mat. Inhale. Option 1 is to have toes on the floor, heels lifted, hands behind knees. Option 2, shins parallel. Option 3, let go of the knees. Option 4, stretch through both legs. So just work where it's okay for you today. Take your gaze to your big toes, hold it there. One more breath in as you breathe out, cross the shins, just grab hold of the toes, drop them down, come into a cross leg position. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, little twist round to the left fingertips behind. We're not going to be here for long. Exhale back to centre. Sorry about that. Inhale, twist round to the right fingertips behind, gaze over your right shoulder, exhale to centre. Okay, we're going to come into Janu Shirshasana. Extend the left leg, bend the right knee, place the sole of that foot towards the top of your thigh. Take an inhale. As you exhale, turn towards the extended leg and then reach forward, either the foot or hands to the shin. Relax the right knee. Soften down into that space in front of you. The heart comes towards your thigh, extending through the spine, not rounding, collapsing. Keep lifted. Inhale, lift. Take an exhale, lift that right knee up straight, drop the foot to the floor. Inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to twist round to the right. So you can either hug the knee or take the elbow behind. See what feels comfortable for you. Keep looking round over your right shoulder. Keep the left leg switched on, extended, foot flexed. Hold it there. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, come back to centre. Inhale, stretch the right leg away, bend the left knee, and then drop that knee out to the side. Foot comes to the top inside of your thigh. Take an inhale, lift, turn towards the extended leg. Exhale, reach forward. Foot or the shin or the knee, just see where you get to. Each time when you breathe out, feel the weight of the upper body moving into that space a little bit. Just a fraction maybe, but it's creating that space on the out breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lift that left knee, place the sole of the foot onto the floor. Sit up nice and tall. Take a breath in. As you exhale, either hug the knee or elbow behind the knee, left fingertips behind, gaze over your left shoulder. Right foot, flex it. That's it, lovely. Spread the toes if you can. I prefer to hug my knee, but you may prefer to have the elbow behind the knee. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, come back to centre. I'm going to come into boat one more time. Inhale, choose your position. Actually, maybe even 2 times. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how much time we've got. Either hands behind the knees or extend. If you want to have a go at a slightly harder version, stretch through both legs. See what works for you. Hold it there. One more breath as you breathe out. Cross the shins, grab hold of the feet, drop the feet down, sit up nice and tall. Take an inhale as you exhale, twist to the left, left fingertips behind. Inhale, centre. Exhale, little twist round to the right. Inhale, back to centre. Stretch both legs out nice and wide. Sitting up nice and tall, long spine. Inhale, hands on the legs and then slide them down. If they come to the shins, that's fine. If you can grab hold of your big toe, that's good as well. If you do, first two fingers to the inside of the toe, thumb to the outside, elbows out to the side, lift your heart. Exhale, fold forward. Nice and gently, just dropping through, leading with your heart, not rounding, you're extending, then coming forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands underneath the knees, bring the knees back together, coming into boat one more time. Inhale, lift the legs up, find your version. Gaze to your big toes. Breathe in, cross the shins, grab hold of the feet, drop them down. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, as you exhale, twist to the left. Left fingertips behind, look over your left shoulder. Exhale, centre. Inhale, other side, fingertips behind. Exhale, centre. Lovely. Bring the feet back together in front of you. We're going to roll down onto our back.
Excellent.
We're doing some work. Going to come into bridge, keeping the feet hip width apart, so not wide, not narrow, hip width. Quite close to your bottom, arms extend alongside the body with the fingertips almost reaching to the heels. First we're going to flow with the breath and then we're going to hold it. So inhale, lift slowly through the hips, lift them up, rolling through your back, push into your feet and along the arms. Then as you exhale, slowly roll it down. Upper, middle, lower back, drop the hips onto the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Go with your own breath in your own time. If you're a bit slower or a little bit quicker, that's absolutely fine. Breathing in, you're going to lift all the way up. As you breathe out, roll it down, place the hips down. Let's do another two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And then on the next inhale, lift the hips up and then hold them there. If you want to take the arms underneath you and shuffle onto your shoulders, you can. Lifting the hips a little bit higher, press the feet down, toes down, heels down. Maybe this is a good time, a good opportunity to check back into your breath. Notice how that breath opens to the front of the body. Take an inhale. Exhale, take the arms out from underneath you if you have them there. Slowly roll it down. On the exhale, drop the hips down to the floor. Take both knees into the chest. Just a little hug, squeeze them in towards you. Then keeping the right knee hugged in, stretch the left leg away, right arm out, shoulder height, coming into a supine twist. Breathe in. As you breathe out, the knee drops over to your left. Right shoulder stays down. Turn your head right to gaze to the palm of your right hand. Hold it there. Inhale, come back to centre. Exhale, stretch the right leg away, left knee in. Next inhale, left arm out to the side, palm up, right hand on top of your left knee. Try not to hit anything. As you breathe out, take that knee over to the right. Keep the left shoulder down. Actually, it's quite nice. If you have somebody next to you and they trap your hand underneath their leg, it's quite nice.
Sorry.
No, stay there, stay there, stay there. It's quite nice actually because it makes sure my shoulder stays down, which is quite nice. It gives them a bit more of a stretch.
You're lucky my foot's not across as well.
Take an inhale, come back to centre. Both knees into the chest, hands behind the knee, little rock up to seated, down to cross leg position. Reach the arms behind, opposite elbows. Take a breath in, lift. As you breathe out, fold forward. Lift your gaze a little bit up towards the front of the mat. Excuse me. Inhale, lift. Exhale, let go of the hands. Bring the hands forward, drop the hands to the knees. Sit up tall, chin parallel, close the eyes. So we're coming towards the end of the practice. We're going to take a moment to come back to the intention that we set at the beginning. And it was about the breath. You may have chosen a different one, which is fine. Just come back to that intention. Ponder on that intention for a couple of moments. And then let that intention go. But keeping in mind that you can come back to these intentions that you set at the beginning of the class. You can come back to them also off the mat. It doesn't have to be in your practice. You can do it any time in the day. Breathing is such a really powerful tool of calming the mind, calming anxiety. It can be really helpful and really useful. So maybe make a bit of time and a bit of space to check in with your breath every now and again. Now letting that breath freely flow. Let the body take care of your breath like it normally does. Without you having to interfere, without you having to action it in any way. Just a gentle breath. I'd just like you to take your focus for a moment to your belly. And just note, not changing the breath in any way, shape or form. Just notice the movement of the belly as you breathe. And if your mind wanders, just briefly bring it back to your belly. focus on that breath and on the belly. Keep the eyes closed and without too much disturbance, see if you can make your way down to Shavasana, slowly rolling down onto your back, stretching the legs out in front. We'll do a little self-adjust before we come into full Shavasana. So feet about 8 to 10 inches apart. Take the arms, take the hands back, palms of the hands face up, and then take them to the bottom of your neck. Slide the hands up the back of the head towards the crown, and as you do that, place the head back onto the mat. Hopefully feeling a little bit of length through the neck. Then extend the arms out away from the body, just so there's enough room for the shoulders to relax. Hopefully you have the eyes closed still from earlier. We're going to lengthen through the legs a little bit. So inhale, lift the left leg up, and then stretch the heel away, drop the foot back down. Other side, lift the leg a little bit, stretch the heel, then drop it back down. It's just about finding length in the body, so you're not scrunched up, but you're nice and relaxed, finding that space. And then now when you're here, just make it comfortable. If you need to adjust or roll your shoulders or wriggle your back around a little bit or move the hips a bit, do that. Be comfortable, okay? And then we're going through a 61-point relaxation. So I will mention a point of the body, and I'd like you to take your attention there. Briefly focus on it, and then you let that focus go. You let that tension go. Just take another couple of nice and slow breaths. Taking your point between the eyebrows. So focusing on that bit between the eyebrows, and then we're going to move from there. Hollow of the throat, right shoulder joint, right elbow joint, middle of the right wrist, tip of the right thumb, tip of the index finger, tip of the middle finger, tip of your ring finger, tip of the small finger, right wrist joint, right elbow joint, right shoulder joint, hollow of the throat, left shoulder joint, left elbow joint, middle of the left wrist, tip of the left thumb, tip of the index finger, tip of the middle finger, and tip of the ring finger, tip of the small finger, left wrist joint, left elbow joint, and left shoulder joint, hollow of the throat, heart center, right chest, heart center, left chest, heart center, solar plexus, heart center, hollow of the throat, center between the eyebrows. for another few moments. Allowing the body to rest and relax. Now just bring a little bit of movement back to the body. Give your fingers a wriggle, give your toes a wriggle, nice and slowly. Let's take 3 deep breaths into the nose and a big breath out through the mouth. Deep breath in, big breath out. Deep breath in, big breath out. Deep breath in, big breath out. On the next inhale, sweep the arms up behind you, bring the feet together, long stretch. As you exhale, bring the arms up and over, knees into the chest, give yourself a hug, a little rock from side to side. Nice and easy. And then keeping the eyes closed and the knees tucked, slowly make your way over to the right side, all the way. Allow the knees to drop to the floor, relax the legs. Another few moments of absolutely nothing to do. Maybe take your right arm underneath the head for a pillow if you want to. Make it comfy. And then when you're ready, place your left hand to the floor, push yourself back up to seated. Either cross legs, legs out in front, totally up to you, just a comfy position. Bring the palms together and then gently pressing the thumbs back to your chest. We will close the practice with 1 round of Om. Take an inhale. Wishing your peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, peace in your actions and peace in your heart. Om Shanti. Namaste. Thank you very much for your practice.